Welcome everyone and to my Playwright Day 2 session. In the last session, we see what are prerequisites, how we install Node and VS Code in our machine, and how we install Playwright in our machine. So today we are good to run our Playwright on our VS Code, and we will check out what are the different ways that you can execute your test cases, right? All the configuration parameter for the execution part. Okay, so let's check out those things. So for that, we have to navigate to VS Code. Yeah, here we left last time. The first way to execute your test cases in VS Code is this one, the most easier one for testing. You will get this icon if you can install this extension, Playwright Test for VS Code. Search this icon and simply click on install. You will get this part. Okay. Now, let's use this. As you can see, it's showing me green. Okay, here's my test case. What I can do is write something here like car. And I want this test case to be filled, right? So if you navigate to this part, you will get under test in your spec file, whatever the test is there, it's showing you your spec file. If you open it, you will get all the test cases which is here. So just click on this part. It will execute your test case. Meanwhile, it's executing. I'll show you some setting we can pick here, like click on Chrome, so it will run only on Chrome, like this, executing this. And I'm expecting this test case to be failed. And I guess it is. The only debug issue have running this is the browser is not closed. You are heavily dependent upon the console to verify that test case is failed or not. So it is showing me the test case is failed, right? But browser is still open, so I need to close that. Okay. Why it's failing? Showing a simple message. To have is not matching. If you go to the logs, it show you the straight messages that what we are expecting and what we are getting here, right? Okay. So if we change this part and save it and execute the same test case, now this test case will run well and expect it to be passed because we resolved the issues. Okay, see, pass. So one way to execute your test case. Second way around is direct from your spec file. Okay, this file, just navigate. It will open like this, and simply click on this icon, and it will execute your test case. You get the result in the result console. Same thing happens. The browser is open, and test case is passed. That is the two ways to check. We can do inspect and debug also, but we don't get a proper report. So how to get execute in the right way, right? Not from here, not from there, from the terminal. So for that, just open a terminal here and get back to your Chrome and search for Playwright Dev. Okay, now you're back to Playwright Doc, click on Docs. And here, if you scroll a little bit down, you get different ways to execute. Right? If I'm getting this, npx Playwright test, just copy this and execute here. You will witness that only all the stuffs happen if you pass this command. What it do, whatever the test in the framework, it will execute. So we have 6 test cases based upon the browsers. So it execute all the test cases in all 3 browsers like WebKit, Chrome, and Firefox, and give me the result. So good for cross-browser testing, but we didn't witness anything. How to check? Just copy this command, paste here. You will get a by default pretty good HTML report like this. That test case 1 is executed in Chrome, Firefox, WebKit, and pass. Okay. Now come back here, and if we want to see that, I want to see that is a headless mode by default. Playwright execute. If you want to see that browsers also you want to view while it's executing. So if you scroll a little bit down, you see this stuff. Double hyphen headed. Just copy this, paste here. Okay, my fault. Up arrow, npx Playwright test, right? And then write this double hyphen headed, and press enter. Now you're going to see all the test cases are executing in parallel, and you will start viewing the browsers too, right? Now WebKit is open. All 3 browsers, my 2 test cases executed, right? In reports, you didn't find any different thing because it's same, right? Nothing else. Now check out the other feature. If I want to execute my test case only on Chrome, so I copy this project equal to Chrome, right? Same command, head it, and I just add double hyphen project equal to Chrome. Now it will run only on Chrome in headed mode. See, only one browser open, and my 2 test cases are completed. Now, if you want to see if you have a multiple spec files, right, to execute, for example, let me recopy this and paste here. So let me change its name to example 1. Okay. Now, total we have 4 test cases. Let me change some name because it will create a problem for you. Test case 3 and 4. I simply change the name for identification. So now I have two spec files. And if you want to execute, I just want to execute this thing because npx playwright test will going to execute all the test cases, right? So how we modify that? So what we are going to do is npx playwright test and give the folder in which your test is there and then the spec file name. So let me have it the name as the folder test. This is the folder, and then the file name. Copy with F2, right? Give space and then execute. Now it will execute specific file what I want, not execute all. In the report, you can see the file name what we changed, 3.4 you will going to view. See, if you don't use this specific spec file, what will happen? So let's try that. I don't pass the spec file here, I'm running directly. Oh, wait a minute, like this. Now you witness that we have 4 test cases, right? Because if you pass that test command and don't scope what to test, then any test in my framework, all the tests are by default running. Okay. You want to see report? Let's check out the report too. HTML report is now generated. Here you can see 4 test cases, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the last feature of execution, my favorite one, the UI mode. So if you want to run our test cases, right? I don't need head Chrome. Especially it's useful while we are developing my test cases. Just simply pass the UI and press enter. What it will do for me, it open a session of Playwright where you see all the test cases here. I can execute these test cases directly from here, and also getting my codes also to view how the code runs, right? So for example, let me run this one. So you can see in real time what is happening. It navigate to that website, right? Verifying the page title. Okay, it's done, right? Okay, so if I want to do some modification in my test case, like after this, navigate to google.com. Okay, so I add one more navigation here. That's it. Save it in my VS Code. And when you come to your UI mode and do a reload, okay, in the test case 01, you can view what changes you did. Here we're going to reflect. Okay, so in real time when we debug and need to check the locators, so we use the UI mode so that in real time we can verify that my code, what changes we did. Okay, we did these changes in the spec file 03. Let me do one more change here. After coming to this, come back to here. So let me copy this line. Okay, and I save this code, come back here, and you see the changes what I did in the VS Code is now reflecting here, right? I can put a debug point here also if you want to verify. So I simply say in the watch mode and execute this. In real time, whatever thing happens, you can witness here in the window also. Come back. How much time it will take, all the navigation you get, right? If you hover your mouse, it navigates. Use this code, then this code, then this, then this, and that's it. So this is all about how we execute our test cases. Thank you for watching. Right. In next session, we see how we do other setups. Okay. Thank you.